Morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing out there? Thanks for being here early. I appreciate it. Very nice. You're not going to miss any part of the pre-market analysis. Hope everybody's doing well out there. We're going to pull up the economic calendar real quick. Always good to look at what's going on in the market before we jump in. I use this old Forex calendar. It's not old. I mean, it's a new calendar. For me, it's old. I probably should use something. I don't trade Forex. We had a lively debate over on Discord yesterday about Forex versus futures. Wow, that got a little heated there, but it's all good. Everybody's got their own preferences on what they trade. This is an old Forex. I trade when I first started trading. I began with Forex. I have since moved on from Forex after not a great experience with it. But we've got Michigan Consumer Sentiment coming out Friday today, September 16th at 9 o'clock. Sorry, guys. We got Michigan Consumer Sentiment coming out at 9 a.m. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm assuming everything's working. I'm seeing the mic and everything popping, moving around. So sounds like this is working. Go ahead and smash that like button. I sound like a YouTuber. Smash that like button. Give us a like before we begin or before we really get started here. Michigan Consumer Sentiment coming out at 9. I feel like Michigan Consumer Sentiment is coming out every week. I feel like I'm always talking about Michigan Consumer Sentiment, even though it has really no impact at all on the market. We do see price spike around it. Typically, momentum, volume will slow down, right, like 5 minutes before it, or it'll like move really quick right around before it, and then right afterwards it'll spike. So it's always good to be flat, 5 minutes before and like a minute after or something like that, just so you don't get spiked out on something nonsensical. But really, it's not a market mover at all, but price does act wonky around it. So keep that in mind. So that's the only thing we got going on with that. We can just check headlines real quick, make sure nobody died or something. I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything. I'm just looking at the news headlines. Biden White House just put out a framework on regulating crypto. Here's what's in it. One interesting thing is how crypto is now correlating, it's mirroring indices, which it used to not do. It used to have an inverse correlation to indices, but now if you pull up like an Ethereum chart right now, you'll see that it's acting very similar to indices in this bullish downtrend. But if anybody here trades crypto, you know that it's moving down at the moment, and it's probably on that news of, well, one, markets are moving down, it's correlating with markets, and two, Biden administration just put out some sort of framework for its regulating it, which is no bueno, not good. Ethereum's down about 2.5%. I was in an Ethereum trade back in June, I think. Pretty good sized Ethereum trade. I'm no longer in that trade. I talked about that a little bit on the live stream, but I don't trade crypto a whole lot. What's up? Hey, what's up, Colobo? Good to see you, man. I hope Apex is working for you this morning. Thanks for saying hi. Yeah. So let's see what we got going on in the market. Colobo started a Apex trader evaluation yesterday. Well, he signed up yesterday. Just got everything all set up now, and it sounds like everything's working. I was trying to help him get that all set up yesterday over on the Discord. So hopefully he is good to go with the trading. What do we got going on in Nasdaq this morning? Let's look at technicals, fundamentals again. We got Michigan Consumer Sentiment coming out at 9. Need to be aware of that. And we have that's it. Let's look at the technicals. Where's my pen? Let's start with the daily. All right, so we talked about this 3-bar play yesterday. We talked about this 3-bar play coming in yesterday morning. I'm just waiting for my pen to pop up here. 3-bar play. A lot of selling going on. If you were in the pre-market yesterday, we talked about a lot of selling going on Tuesday on CPI news. We had a level of resistance right here. Talked that if that broke, we were going to probably shoot down to this next level. We were talking about the 12,880 level, and we're talking about picking up that pocket to the downside right here, just this little pocket. Talking about picking that up yesterday. So it did break through yesterday. We moved down, hit the support. We came down to the support. We've actually pinned through the support, and then look at this big gap. Look at this big gap from the open yesterday. Yesterday afternoon. Well, yesterday afternoon for me. Futures market open. Very bearish sign. We talked yesterday also about price coming down to the bottom of the band here on the daily. So I think that's where it's got its sights on. Today, 11,730, about 100 points away. Clearly, obviously very bearish. We've got room on the day too to move down that far. It's only down about 1% right now. So this thing could move 2-3% in a day. I think on CPI news it moved almost 5%. So it's definitely got the gap. It's definitely got the room to the downside for it. Clearly, bearish, negative delta on this guy. What's up, Nico? Hey, Parashiv. Kolobo, I'll answer your question in 1 sec, man. Let me just get through this technical thing. If I don't answer it, just ask it again. And in short, small, one contract max on 25K. One contract max, you may consider going to micros. All right, so we're looking at, the target for today. Big area support would be down here, 11,730. We need to try to find an entry area. I like to kind of pull up our hourly to try to find an entry. Particularly on this nice weekly volume profile that's been generating all week. It's nice to use it on a Friday. It's pretty well established. We try to look for these low volume nodes. I see one here that we're kind of moving up through at the moment. VWAP's another good area of resistance. You can see it up here. And then I think it's probably last level of resistance is going to be up here, this zone. We've got a low volume node going on here on the weekly. We've got some, come on, let me get that box. We've got some, a touch here, some resistance going on over here, but also the 20 SMA. So I would say 11,920-ish level would be a significant level of resistance. I'm going to actually take off this LVN down here because it's just going to screw with my visuals. But we can see that low volume node right there. I can remove this for a sec if we want to just take a look at it again. You can see that low volume node coming in here and how that corresponds with the 20 SMA. We've also got a touch here. So I think to me that would be a significant level of resistance. We saw yesterday what happened was price, did a nice push up and then we crashed. Maybe a 30-minute chart will let me look at it a little better. Yeah, here over on the open, we saw price moving up, and then boom, we just crashed yesterday. So we can even look at a 15 to get a better idea. So the price typically will work, in patterns, or repeats itself, I should say, and patterns. That's right, patterns. So on the open yesterday, we looked very bearish. We're talking about that 3-bar play, breaking support, moving down. But on the open, it gave us, a very bullish signal, very bullish sign, and we were moving up in the first, 45 minutes, and then obviously we began moving down after that. We broke out of that down channel. I mean, these are just nice setups to take advantage of where you're pretty confident in the direction on it, and we can go in and just draw, this up channel, and come on, give me something. And then as that channel breaks in the direction that your bias is in, that's a good place to get in. It's also an easy place to know where to put your stop, which is going to be up here, so you can gauge your position size better. So if your stop's going to be up here at, I'm just using this over here as an example. Let's say you saw this doji candle and you're like, all right, I'm getting in. We break, you got a bearish bias. Price moves up. You're looking to get short. We break this, we break this bullish structure right here. We get a doji, break the bullish structure. Okay, I'm getting in here at whatever this is, 12,000, let's just say 12,200 for the sake of math. 12,200, you're like, I'm short in 12,200. My stop's got to be up here at 12,240. 40 points. How much am I going to risk? Maybe I'm going to go in on micros on this because that's a pretty sizable stop. Maybe I'll take 2 micros and risk that. What is that on 2 micros? 40, 20, 80, $160, $200. And my take profit's going to be at new lows, something like that. So these areas are nice because you know exactly where your stop's got to be and it's in the direction you want to go. So something like that, probably today, trying to find that setup is going to be probably the profitable trade. If we wanted to get more aggressive on it, you could try to trade the break of bullish structure on the open for a scalp, I would say. I think it's probably going to move around a little bit. Probably a somewhat similar day. I mean, this is almost how it was set up yesterday. Exactly. I remember, but I do remember. I remember how this thing set up. You can see all my trades from yesterday. I do remember how this thing popped. I mean, it was a similar thing on the market open yesterday. Where's 8:30? Here. Yeah, we had that move up. We had that, just like I drew right over there on the 5-minute. We had this descending trend line. We moved up to it, spiked through it. It looked like we were going to go through, and then we just crashed. Very similar situation forming today, I would say, where we've got this descending trend line on the 5-minute. This thing's weird. This thing's wonky. Descending trend line on the 5-minute. Maybe price moves up to VWAP, up to there. We've also got this major area of resistance that we drew out on the hourly. If you remember, that's this red line. Maybe it gets that impulse up, and we trade the break of structure to the downside, and that would probably be my game plan for today. I don't want to get too aggressive unless we really just start dropping like aggressively down to the, we break pre-market lows and we just start forming strong bearish structure to the downside. I may get in on a pullback just so I don't miss the move, because I do think, as I said before, we're moving down to 11,740-ish, 30-ish level down there. You can see it over here on the daily. Y'all see it on the 4-hour. It's the bottom of the band on the 4-hour as well. So I think that's where it wants to go today. It's just trying to find that entry so you don't endure too much drawdown. Give this thing a like if you enjoyed that pre-market analysis. I would appreciate it. If I gave you any ideas on how maybe to try to trade this baby today, you can look at an overnight volume profile just to see if we see anything. We can see the top of the profile up here at that same key level. You're bullish today? Oh, Cesaric, my man. We are going conflicting. Why? Why are you bullish? So, Colobo, did I answer your question on what size you should do today? I would say 1 contract max. If you're going to trade a mini, and if you're going to trade micros, might even better idea. You could start off on like 2 micros and scale in, but I would say I'm trading 1 contract on this 25K one too. So that's about as much as I would do. Ha. All right, Cesaric. Why is it BS today? Why are you bullish? Why are you guys? I have no idea how you could be bullish on this thing. Look at the weekly. Look at the weekly charts. I mean, that's kind of just for me, just kind of guessing that it's going to go, that we're too oversold and it's going to go up. I mean, oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the chat. I need some like, it's hard for me. It's like when you read something and you don't know if it's a joke or not. Yeah, it's quad witch or whatever today. Look, now we're breaking that. You can just see how when these structures break. See that on the 1 minute? How when these structures break, how price just moves so strongly the other way. Some news came out. Something happened. That's on news. Or maybe everybody's watching my pre-market analysis and they're all shorting it right now. They're like, "Oh, Bear said to go short." You can take a peek. Sees a book map. Let me get that. Do not want to update you yet. I will update you. I'm just not going to do it now. That's a great trade right there. On the 1 minute. Fantastic. Here's Booksy's map. You got 4 minutes for the market to open. I don't trade pre-market. I've had bad experience with pre-market. Zoom out a little bit. Massive liquidity sitting down at 11,816. Price is going to get pulled down into that. That would be your target. If you took that short on that breakage structure to the downside, I think 11,816 would be your target, particularly in pre-market. Price will get sucked down into that, though. We've got more areas of liquidity down here, 11,800, which is not too surprising. But this big level right here, this big red level, it's been sitting there for a while. It's gonna pull price down into it. So I think if I was scalping it on the open, that's where I would be taking my first target area, 11,816. Price will probably drop down into that, come up. You know how it does. It goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up. That's what the price does. Sigmoni, yeah, we were talking about that. That it may move back, it may move up. Now it's moving up. Now it's breaking back up. Ugh. What's going on? What's going on? I'm checking the news. I don't see anything new coming on. There was a good news site. What was the name of that? News Juice or something like that. What was the name of that? Anybody here have a good news site that's automatic? Squawk Boxy. I used to have a Squawk Box thing, and it just got annoying because it was just yelling at me all day about nothing. Yeah, we're looking at those areas before where we might be able to, where it might find, that resistance. We said VWAP, and we said this level up here at 11,920. I would think VWAP, maybe this trend line. I could see it. What it did yesterday is poke through that descending trend line and then roll down. So that's kind of was our first game plan on it. This thing's been gnarly though all week in terms of yeah, Matthias, I do. Yes, it's quad witching day. This thing's been gnarly all week about taking out positions on quick spikes, quick reversals, and then giving the follow through. So, I would say up here VWAP would be a decent place to try to short it. It may spike all the way through to 11,900, and I think its last gasp of resistance would be up here at 11,920. So you want to make sure you don't get chopped up on all these moves, though. So what I'm just going to do is wait for it to move, form some bullish structure, and then short bullish structure break. You can see cumulative delta down here moving up. Market's going to open in 9 seconds. You ever get that funny butterfly feeling in your stomach right before the market opens, and you're like, oh man, I'm going to get in a trade. You got a trade plan set up, and you're like, oh, I'm going to get in on it. And see delta dropping. And it's either going to be spectacular or it's going to be a disaster, Point of control coming down here. We may get that move back up. Maybe. Or maybe these are all shorts pushing it down. Yep. Parashiv end up blowing that account. Parashiv, where are you located again? Where are you from? Where's everybody from today? Let's all put where we're at today. I'm here in the Midwest, the United States. Midwest, USA. Romania, Pennsylvania, very nice. South, the US South. Brazil, Cybernetic. I know, very nice. Oh, yawning. Springfield Mo. I'm in Missouri too. I should put that. Missouri. M-I-Z. Oh no, now we're getting that drop. I'm messing with the chat. We got that slight move up to VWAP. Not as much as we like to see. Slight move up to VWAP. Thing just may go. It may just go. And then we're all like, shit, we missed it. May not be that hard to read, you know? I just took a scout. I like chatting. No, you'd be shorting it. You'd be shorting it, Tarot. Not trying to find the bottom. Look how cumulative delta. This is session cumulative delta. Oh, we talked about that 18 level. It just came down and ate through those orders at 18. Remember that? We're talking about that 18? Or sorry, 816. It's got 800. I mean, ooh, 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 ooh. This thing's skewy on the open. It's skewy. Can't read these charts with all these markers on them. Bullish structure. 6. You ever trade the open? Me? I just traded it. Just made $100 on a scalp. Trading the open's so tricky though. Like it's just you gotta be willing to take a loss on the open. There's this little LVN here. I'm wondering if this structure breaks to the downside, but I'm probably gonna sit on my hands. Ugh, do I want to sit on my hands? This looks somewhat tempting. Just scalping these little moves. The thing can just whip on you so quick. So you want to be careful with it on the open. It tends to get done throwing its temper tantrum around, I don't know, 9-ish. So this is just a quick scout. Price moves up. We have bullish structure. We hit this little LVN up here, even though I know it's not a mature volume profile, so I didn't take it too seriously in terms of like holding. But we broke the structure, bearish candle, just took a short down to try to get out 20 SMA, but I didn't get a very good fill on it. Oh no, is take profit now getting hit with data issues? Yeah, Verinder, or sorry, Soccernatic. That's a good idea too. Maybe we'll wait and let a few pass us by here, a few scalps pass us by. I feel like it's just gonna move really aggressively today. I don't know. You can try Verinder clearing out your database. So if you go to Tools, You're probably gonna have to first disconnect by going to connections, then find your connection, your data connection, and clicking disconnect. Once you do that, you'll go to tools, go to database management, and in database management, I'll show you. And then in database management, after you're disconnected from your data feed, go to reset database and hit reset, and it'll clear out all your trading data, but oftentimes it'll help fix little glitches and stuff. And then also just restart NinjaTrader when you're done with that and see if that helps. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, I don't know. I probably shouldn't need to say this, but you should not copy my trades. I lose money all the time. Don't you always want to make sure you do your own trading, that you understand your trades. If you're coming on here just trying to copy trades and think that you're going to make money, one, there's a slight delay on this, so you may not get in exactly where I get in. And two, I lose money all the time. Like, I've blown up accounts on here all the time, and I would hate to think that anybody copied my trades and lost money, particularly real money. That's why I always tell people they should do one of these evaluations first. I can see here a big level of resistance up here at 11,840. But if you like to see how like technical analysis works, or how you can maybe use a volume profile in your trading, just make sure you're incorporating it into your own style of trading and that you understand what's going on. And I'm happy to answer any questions anybody has. Probably gonna sit on my hands for a minute. Big area of resistance up here at 11,840. You can see 20 SMA, several touches on it on the session open. I think if this breaks, we're probably gonna move up to 66. I could even see like a buy stop going in at 840, and then popping that baby up to VWAP. Of course, this is all for entertainment. I'm a talking avatar bear on the YouTube. This is all for entertainment and educational purposes. None of this is actual financial advice. I'm not a financial person at all. I am some dude trading futures contracts. Range coming in here on the session open, ranging from 800 up to 40. Pops that, I think we're going to move possibly up to 50. There could be something in there for you. 50, not for you, for me, for anybody. Maybe even possibly up to 70. So it's looking like it's finding some support down here. But this is, if it's ranging, this is where you shorted up here. But I do think it's going to pop, and we're going to get that move up. Brinder, I'm just rambling too, man. I'm just rambling constantly. Let's give this video a like, guys. We got about 65 folks in here. I always say guys, but give us a shout in the, give us a like on this thing, guys. It encourages me to get up every morning, fire this thing up, get up here, live stream this content. It's difficult to live stream and trade, I'll tell you that. It's like you've got 100 eyes on you. Everybody's ready to, although everyone in our chat, I feel like, is very supportive. Rarely do I get anyone who's, trying to be too much of a professor. Now we got that pop. You see that resistance broke? Boom, that pop up. That would have been a nice little scalp. It's coming right up to the back end of this trend line, which we drew out. If we get through this, I do think we have VWAP in sight. Hope you can't hear me sipping my coffee. I got a new microphone stand, so the microphone's like right in my face. Remember, we got Michigan consumer sentiment coming out at 9, 20 minutes. 20 minutes, people. Yeah, I'm never gonna let Hansen down. I'm gonna start playing Hansen on here. Loud. Loud. I'll talk like all softly so everybody turns their volume down or volume up, and then I'll just blast Umbop. Man, very nice little break there. I almost took this short to come down here, but I didn't take it because I don't know why. Just because I feel like it's moving so radically. Dude, I have to update my replicanto. Gonna update replicanto real quick. Replicanto is my trade copy, yeah. These big sell orders. I think this thing's about ready to bust to the downside. Massive sell orders coming in down here. Big area of liquidity sitting at 800. I think it wants to come down there and engage. So I think it's probably going to come down here and either bounce, but it definitely wants to come down for a minute. Okay, I'm not going to let you restart now. Cumulative Delta negative 1700 on the session. Very bearish. We're going to break this at some point here, and we're going to start just tanking. Do not want to be buying this today, my friends. Coke and rum, my man, Jojo, you crazy. You crazy. What's up, Michael Chin? Good to have you here, man. Boom, we're breaking 800. Bookmap, come on, man. Back to where you were. Wish I could somehow auto. I need to ask them how to auto or look up how to auto. I want this always like in the center. I'm always looking to see what's below. Like I like to see those liquidity levels below. I guess if I zoom, no. It's very annoying how I have to do this. Jojo, that is more common than you think, man. That is way more common. I was $20 away from passing this one or the other one that I passed last week. And I was $20 away from doing it, and then I lost like $450. And it was just like, ugh. The problem is you get so close and you get this F it mentality, this fuck it mentality where it's like, all right, I'm gonna make it on this one. No matter what, I'm making it on this one. You know what I mean? And then you're like, I'm gonna put my stop loss to catastrophic, and if I make it, because you know it's only $50, it's definitely gonna make it. And 9.9 times out of 10, that's the account blow up. It's all mental. It's all mental. The key to this whole game is taking your stops and taking losses. And you know, I said it before. You know, the key to this is losing. And losing, you know, well. Take your stops, take your losses, move on. You can come back from. It's not even like you can come back. It's just part of it. You got to have the losses. But my most successful trading stretches are when I've taken losses quickly and just not cared. Getting bearish candle over here on the 1 minute. See what this thing's gonna do. We got that Michigan consumer sentiment coming out at 9, which is annoying because this thing's about ready to start moving, and then I can't really get in on it because I can't be in a trade during Michigan consumer sentiment, even though it doesn't matter at all. But price still fluctuates around it. Let's look at some just technicals real quick. What we got going on? The session open. Bob. You know, I don't know. I just see this thing falling out of the sky today. I'm just waiting for. I really want to get in on a night. If I was a better trader, what I would do would be scaling in on these pullbacks up here, these retracements, back up into value area high, up into this zone. Scaling in here, scaling in here, scaling up at VWAP, just scaling and scaling in, anticipating that big drop down to. Sorry about that on Bookmap, jeez. Anticipating this drop down to 11,730, 70 points away. My problem is I'm trading micros, so it's hard for me to do that and do the drawdown. I could switch to minis, but I gotta change a bunch of stuff and all that stuff. And Michael, I'm just saying that, man. Relax. And but I gotta change all this stuff on here. Now we're getting that break. It's just this Michigan consumer sentiment thing. What I have noticed, we got over somebody over on Discord is trying to copy our channel and everything. But be careful if you're on Discord and somebody's contacting you and claiming to be part of this community. I don't sell anything, so I'm never going to contact you to buy something or to join some secret group or do something weird. If anybody's contacting you to do that, it ain't me. Somebody stole our logo and made their name basically our name, but all the words together, and they started contacting people. So just be careful of that. If somebody's doing that, or if anybody on Discord's doing that, contacting you, trying to sell you something, even if it's like another community member, let me know so that I can kick those people out. Or if they're trying to get you to go over to some other community, you can go to any community you want, I don't care. But if they're doing something shady, let me know. Now we're getting another move up here. Let's give this thing a like, guys. Only got 27 likes on this bad boy. If you're getting any value out of this, I'd appreciate a like on it. If you're enjoying the content. Oh man, you know what I just did, guys? You know what I just did? I deleted my volume profile. This is the absolute worst. Watch how long this takes. This is the absolute worst. Look, I got one here that says naked. Anybody else see that? Don't. That's nothing naughty. That's nothing naughty. That just means there's nothing on the chart. Where's my 500 volume? Is this it? Yep. I gotta reload this thing. Anybody else ever do that? Come on here and put these back on. There we go. So take another scalp there. Just shorten that resistance level on a scalp. So price moved up to value area high. Again, this isn't a real mature volume profile, so I mean, you want to take it with a grain of salt, but it's a resistance level that I had marked out from previous. Lots of touches up here. Came up on 500 volume. We got a bearish candle in the 500 volume. I just shorted it real quick, back down. Looks like we're going to roll. Again, Michigan consumer sentiment coming out at 8 in 8 minutes at 9 o'clock Central Time. I don't know what time you guys are on, but I'm on Central. Oh, man. We're just scalping the chop before news comes out at 9. There will be other opportunities, guys. I know we're like, it's going to drop. We're going to miss it. Da, da, da. There will be other opportunities. Get in on this bad boy. Okay. I'm looking at the bottom of the band here on the hourly. That's a good strategy, Michael. I like it. Keep it simple. I like the idea of just going on micros, or even just trading like T triple Q or S triple Q. You know, is nice as well. I woke up this morning after yesterday's live stream. I think I had like a moment last night where I was like, why don't you just buy some S triple Q and just ride this thing down if you know where it's going. I feel like I'm in futures world these days. Very nice advice. I love it. Get out quick. If it ain't going, if it's not doing it, if it's not going to go, it's not going to go. This looks like it's going to drop. If we look on Bookmap, wonder if there's anything down there. Like, what level were we calling it? 730. Ooh, look at this, guys. 750. 40. It's only 47 contracts. We can see that big area of liquidity down at 750. Wonder if there's anything at 730. Oh, that was weird. 730. Nah. 750. There's about 50 contracts sitting down there. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get this to be like in the middle. So many things I gotta do. Some housekeeping. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir. This is completely free, but any tips are always welcome. I'll go get myself a coffee after this. I'm gonna go grab a coffee right now. Actually, I'm gonna be back. I'm not trading until 9 o'clock, till Michigan consumer sentiment comes out. I would advise you guys do as well. It's gonna spike, but I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee. I will be right back, my friends. You want Bear to give you his look into your soul, or do you want him to put some glasses on so it's not so awkward for you? I do this in the mornings, Allison. I do this in the mornings. I also have another business that I run that I've been doing for like 10 years. And really, I've told this story before. I got into trading to learn how to invest better, profits from that business, how to make those better, grow faster or whatever. So I talked about that before, but I just do this in the morning, so about 10:30 or so, and then I have to move on to other things. You guys want shit? You want the death stare? All right, you're gonna get the death stare. Here it comes. I'll be back right at 9 for Michigan. Oh, did the bear stare into your soul? 9 a.m. 9. There we go. Michigan coming out. Let's let it bounce around for a little bit here. See the spike. He be stopped on that. It doesn't really matter what the number is, to be honest with you. I don't even care what the number is. Why is the bear looking at? The bear, it's because I went and got some coffee. Mali? I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. I just want to get some coffee, and that's just what bear does. He just stares at you when I'm gone. Keeps you in check. It's like, don't make a bad trade. Don't do it. Don't do it. I kind of want to short. I'm still looking to short it, but I don't want to short the bottom of it. So I'm just gonna kind of wait and see what it wants to do around these areas. Moving up. I bet Michigan was good. Michigan came in lower than expected. Printed red, 59.5, but it was higher than previous. So you always want to look at that. I mean, whenever you're looking at news, it prints red, you're like, man, that's bad news, right? Oh my gosh, why is it reacting the way it is? Well, if you look, it came in higher than it was previous, right? It did not beat consensus. So, I'm sure I don't have to explain that, but you got to read the fine print. Like everything in life, we give life lessons here as well. Read the fine print. Yeah, tarot, good. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win a stare match against Bear. Bear is professional death starer. I'd wait a little bit, guys, to short. It's coming up to this trend line though. You can see it on the 1 minute. This is a session trend line, so I say it's relatively valid. Pushing off of it, top of the band. It's actually not a bad place to short it. But you're kind of guessing because price action really hasn't given you a signal. What you kind of want to do is wait for it to come up to that level and then give you some sort of price action to confirm that that's a valid level. Price action could be, a bearish candle a minute. These are pretty good long wicks, I would say. We break bullish structure, which looks like it's doing. You also want to look at delta. I mean, it looks kind of like a short. My trader spidey sense, though, is telling me to stay out of it. So that's what I'm doing. You get that feeling where it just doesn't feel right. And it's popping. You'd have to take your stop on that, I think. I don't know. It still hasn't broken that trend line. Yeah, my kids have these books. It's called they're like these Who Would Win series, and it's like they pit two animals against each other. So it's supposed to be kind of educational. So it'll be like, who would win, tiger or alligator, or something like that. And then they talk about the tiger, and it talks about the alligator, and then they have like this fight at the end of the book, and it's like a fight to the death. I mean, it's not meant. These books are like meant for kids, but it's a fight to the death of these two animals. Maybe we should do that. It's kind of disturbing in a way. It's like one of them always dies in the end, and it's like this sad death. The last scene is like the tiger laying there with its eyes closed or something. Who would win? They're very popular books. Yeah, it looks like a short. Point of control coming in there as it breaks. Oh, this trend line's holding, top of the band. Oh, should we take a short? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to. I'm sorry. I should, but I don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't have to. It's just something about it doesn't look right. Even though this is like textbook. Something that's like textbook to me. I don't like. Coming up, rolling off that, coming down. But I don't see a long because we're at value area high. We've got this. There it goes. It pops. You'd have to get out on that. I don't know. I don't like it. Boom. There it goes. There's a little voice in my head. Whenever I used to have this voice in my head. I don't know if you guys have it too, but where you give that trader spidey sense that says don't take the trade. You're like, just don't do it. It just doesn't feel right. Just something about it I don't like. But then there's another voice in your head that says, well, that's the setup. That's the setup. Take the setup. And though that's when I get those conflicting ideas, I just have to sit on my hands. There's a little voice that's like, well, there's the setup. Like this one's like, that's the setup. It's at a trend line. It's starting to roll over. That's the setup. But then the other voice is like, just don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't take that first hit, man. Just don't. Come with the view up, pushing off. Now we've got some very nice bullish structure on a two-legged pullback. First leg, second leg, first leg, pullback, second leg, going up, ABCD pattern. I would be waiting for this structure to break back to the downside. I posted some stuff over in Discord. By the way, Discord was blowing up yesterday. If you guys are interested in getting in on Discord after this, lots of stuff going on Discord. It was nutsos. Here's our Discord link if anybody wants to go to hang out. There's a channel over there that says September 16th, and you can just post anything you got going on over there. Any trade setups. We're calling out trades yesterday over there and that. And yeah, there was a huge impulse up yesterday. I don't know if I can. Let's see if I can find my trade from yesterday. Over here we had this big impulse coming up yesterday. You can see that big move up, and then we were talking about how we're going to short that structure to the downside, and took several shorts down. Particularly, I was looking at the 60 level to short. I remember where my trade was yesterday. These 60. Oh yeah, I got in here, and then I added here and got out. Or maybe I went in here. Yeah, I took 2 contracts here, and I got out here. And then when we broke into this higher volume node, I took more. I scaled into a trade and took it down to here. So, anyways, that seems similar to what's going on here. You know, you want to wait for this bullish structure to break. You know, as Michael said, the friend is your trend. The trend is your friend. So you really want that to break. We've got a big area of confluence coming in here where we had this resistance trend line providing resistance, and then we have the supporting trend line coming in here, coming together. I would suspect that's going to be a big area of support. So yeah, you don't want to go on anything too crazy. Moving up at the trend is your friend until it bends, right? The trend is your friend until it's just not anymore. The setup works until it doesn't. Thanks, Greg. Good to see you, man. Again, be careful of people contacting you on Discord claiming to be Mr. Bear. I will never contact you and ask you to buy anything. I don't sell anything. So if somebody's doing that and they're saying they're part of this community, they're fake, and let me know what's going on so I can ban them. Good job, Kyle. Okay, so now we're coming down that big area of confluence. Price is pushing down. We've got bearish structure breaking, or bullish structure breaking. I apologize. Hitting the 20 SMA on the 1 minute. Getting a little bounce on that. Back up. Let's see if the back end of this provides some sort of resistance. Looking at the 500 volume. Delta's dropping a little bit. Your stop's got to be here at 26. I'm not taking it. I'm waiting for a bearish candle on the 500 volume. Delta's dropping down here. Not dropping, but it's not moving up with price. Let's look at a tick real quick. I don't like that. I don't like how it broke higher. I wanted to see it go on this bearish candle. Man, she's moving up. Ha ha. Funny, Greg. Don't do that to me, Greg. I got enough stress in my life. Somebody's going around selling a $10,000 course. All right. This is das. This is das. I took German in high school. That was my language of choice, which is really unfortunate because I married a woman who speaks Spanish. Well, she speaks two languages, Spanish and English, but Spanish is her first language, and it's funny that I took German. Everybody was taking Spanish in high school. Everybody. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to take Spanish. I'm going to take the one nobody's taking, German. Wish I would have taken Spanish. Neither here nor there at this point. I'm reaching here. Ugh, that looks bullish to me. This 1 minute candle, how bearish that was, and now we're just moving higher. Ooh, this is gnarly. This is taking out stops. This is taking out shorts. Look at this buying volume coming through. Good night. Good night. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm lucky I didn't get on that short on here. That's a short setup though right here on this 1 minute. Comes up, hit VWAP, come down, break bearish structure or break bullish structure, get a very nice bearish candle on the 1 minute, nice signal on price action, and then what do? We break higher. When price doesn't do what it's supposed to do, it's a pretty good signal that that it's going up here, but I'm not going to buy it because I think it's going down. If that makes any sense. Thanks to all the new subscribers over on the YouTube. I really appreciate it. Now we're ripping. What is going on? Did somebody die and then come back to life? Ripping. Did Jay Powell say we're not raising interest rates? Similar situation to yesterday, though. Broke that trend line and then rolled back down, so I think we're just going to have to wait. Let's redraw trend lines. Trend lines have a shelf life, and they're only valid for a limited amount of time. How's everybody else doing out there? Anybody else get some good trades today? Not that I've gotten good trades. I've taken like 3 scalps, I think. 3 scalps over here. Have not traded after Michigan. Yeah. Sig money, I think you're probably right. Kramer. Oh my God. That guy is a curse. That guy says your stock is going up. You are cursed. We're an up channel at the moment. Boom, boom, boom. You're up 1,000. Nice job, Micro. Nice job, James. James, yeah, you were bullish, man. You called it. You were right, my friend. I'm still bearish though. I don't think we're going up I think we're coming down again, but we're gonna see what happens. So guys, one thing I want to do is I want to try to hack these evaluations. I'm coming up with a plan how we can hack them. Really screw these guys over. Not by making a bunch of money, but by trying to come up with a plan of how we can get the best deal for us using their rules. One of the things I'm working on is not hack, not like computer hack, nothing illegal. I'm not doing anything weird. It's all part of the rules. One thing I want to do is I want to try to find a prop firm evaluation company, and let's all try to use let's all use our collective brains here to come together and find a prop firm evaluation company that has this. I want multiple accounts, so we can have multiple accounts with that prop firm company. And I want either a one-time fee or no monthly fee for when you get funded with your account. So if you pass 5 evaluations, you either have to just pay like a one-time $85 fee or a $100 fee or a $150 fee, whatever it is, or they actually give you no fees once you get funded. That's what we're looking for, guys. I haven't found one yet. I'm searching. I thought maybe I would just ask as opposed to having to dig through a bunch of firms' websites. That's a very generous term for them, firms, businesses. So Take Profit Trader is allowing 5 to 10 accounts. And for them, I think it's a $130 setup fee. So that's a one-time fee. So that's Buell Knox. I'll look at Buell Knox as well. So we've got Take Profit. Let's see, Take Profit Trader. And we have Buell Knox. What else do we have, guys? They only allow one funded account. All right, Buell Knox is out. Sorry, it's just Take Profit Trader. Yeah, so Mala, one up trader, you're right. But I don't think you can have multiple accounts. I like one up trader, actually. I'll put them on here. Maybe. I'll put them as a maybe. I like Take Profit Trader only allows one funded account. Yep. All right. We need multiple funded accounts. I should put that up here. Multiple funded accounts. And I think we can if we can find a company like that, I think we might be able to leverage the system in our favor. And I talked about this yesterday in the live stream. What we want to do is go in and do multiple 25K accounts. And it would be also better if we could find one that gives like a solid discount. Like Apex does 50% coupon, gives a 50% off. And by the way, there's a coupon code below for that 50% off. Click on that link, use that coupon code, you get 50% off an evaluation. Now, if we could do multiple accounts using a discount, on 25K, we would be able to then beat the screwy system they have. Look at these sellers coming through on Bookmap. Beat that screwy system that they have with. I'm just watching this price. It looks like we might roll 37. I'm interested in shorting it at 37.38. Because, as you move up the evaluation size, right? So if you get the 150, your drawdown to profit ratio gets less, gets smaller. So what we want to do is if we can do the 25K one, which has a 1-to-1 profit to take profit ratio, drawdown ratio, we can just add multiple accounts. And we could get like a 100K account, which would have a $6,000 profit target, but it would also have a $6,000 drawdown. And then if we got funded with that, because I don't want to pay multiple account fees once I get funded, then we could keep those same parameters when we go in there. I do. Replicanto, Mala, thank you for asking. I do have a good one. Replicanto, there's a link down below that'll save you 10% on that Replicanto trade copier. I like it. I use it. It's very nice. Coming into this supporting trend line here on the 1 minute, I think if we break 38, we're going to want to fall down again. But it's got to get through that. This is a very similar setup to what we had yesterday going on. You could either try to look for that short, but if you're looking for that long, here's that trend line. That breaks, I think we're going to move up again. Critical area. Replicanto, use that coupon code below, Mala. It'll save you money and it helps the channel out a little bit. So I would appreciate it. The chat on what? Who is Patrick? Who is this Patrick person? What's he flipping out about? I like drama. Let's get a little drama going on here. We're looking at this drop. We're looking at this trend line to break. We're looking at 20 SMA to break, and we're looking for price to move back down into value area. This is the exact same thing that happened yesterday. Remember yesterday? Where is it? 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 Over here. Yesterday on the open, we had a descending trend line on the 5-minute, spike through, and then crashed. We talked about this in the pre-market show. You need to join us for the pre-market if you want this inside scoop. 38. I'm interested at 38. Can you contract? Yeah, you can. You can contract. You can copy mini to mini, or you can automatically convert it. You can automatically convert it to. I don't know. I didn't get filled on that. You can automatically convert it to. Oh shoot, we're hitting the 20 SMA on the. I want to get out. I want to see what this 20 SMA on the 5-minute does. Or you can automatically convert it to micros. Sorry, I got in real quick, but I saw this 20 SMA, and I want to see what it does there. Yeah, it can, as long as you've got that connection up on your whatever account you're linked to on your thingy, on your NinjaTrader. It can do that. Yeah, and it's just a one-time fee. I think it's not a subscription or anything like that. You can't have two rhythmic logins. There are apparently some hacks out there. I saw something yesterday in some chat. I can't remember where. Maybe over on the Apex Trader Facebook page or something like that. Somebody was talking about setting up like a virtual machine. I don't know what, something. But yeah, you can't have two rhythmic connections open on your NinjaTrader at once. Now, what you can do is if you had one that used rhythmic, and then some other companies also offer CQG and Continuum as an option for you to choose. And I'm not sure which ones. Somebody definitely offers CQG, and I can't remember who it is. You can see how the back end of this now is acting as resistance. I think you would need to put your stop up here at 65 would be where you want. If this trend line here breaks, that's where your stop needs to be. So you'd be stopped out on this short. This trade's done to the downside. This trend line broke. It's just acting wonky. I may not even take another trade on this. $30 away from past another evaluation, but I don't think I want to mess with this anymore. If we did break 33, if it broke 33, my take profit would be down here at 23, 24, bottom of the band on the 1 minute. I don't know. None of this looks particularly good to me at the moment. How many days in this account? I think I've got 6, maybe. The other 2 that I have, I've got like I bought a bunch of these. Apex had this. If you're new to the channel, Apex had this big sale over Labor Day, where you could get 80% off of any of their evaluations. So people just kind of loaded up on them because like these they were like $27 or something like that. So people just bought. I bought 3 of them, and I don't know. Other people bought. I don't know how many of them. So. My other 2, I think I've got. I think Tuesday one of them's finished, or Wednesday next week one of them's finished, and the other one I think is Thursday or Friday that's finished. Can't remember. There's a way to go into Apex actually and figure that out. But yeah, I checked it yesterday, and I've still got some days to go. So I'm not. I gotta take a trade on it today. I'll just take a micro scalp for a loss or whatever, for 5 tick loss. Tarot, I don't know. I don't know. I trade them separately. And that's why I was asking about the trade copier thing. Or not the trade copier. If there was another prop firm out there that if I got them all funded, particularly I don't know if I want them all funded at the same time. What I'm actually planning to do is I might let this one drag out a little bit longer because as you pass, if you pass it, the profit target, and then as soon as you hit your 10 trading days, they send you an email and they say you have 48 hours to sign your contract, pay the $85, and then get set up with your account. And I don't know if I want to pay all 3 funded accounts at one time. I kind of want to just like when I get to 25K, the first 25K one, I'm probably gonna hit it pretty flipping hard, to be honest with you. And I know everyone's gonna go, no, you need to trade it like it's a real account. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna have 2 more in my back pocket, and I don't know if I want to be paying, $200, not more than that. What is it? Gosh, $250 a month in unnecessary data fees, which is complete bullshit because you can get a data feed from any other broker for $15 a month, sometimes less than that. So I might just hit the first one really hard and see if I can make like 10 grand in like 2 days or something on it, and then the other 2 I may be more conservative with and trade them realistically. And one I may trade micros on, the other one I may trade minis on. I may copy minis to micros to one. That might be a decent idea, but I don't think there's any need for me to really have 3 of them. Now, if I only had to pay a one-time $85 fee, I would do that. Give me 1 sec, guys. I gotta go get some water. I'll be back in like 1 minute. All right, guys. Yeah, the bear stare. He's judging. Always judging. So let's see. Let's look at 1 minute real quick. I don't see much on this thing. I mean, there's some support down here at 36, obviously. This was it's semi-interesting. What we can just note is that this area where we took that scalp in pre-market, those acting as resistance, we popped through it, came back down, then act as resistance again, is now acting as support over here. Maybe if it broke 30, like 29, I might be interested in it again, taking it down to 800. But right now, we broke structure to the downside, no follow through, pop through. Then we broke this downtrend structure, no follow through. Even though this is a very bullish candle right there in the 1 minute, no continuation on it. Now we're getting that move down again. This is kind of a support zone for it down here at 35-ish, all the way down to 30, I would say. This is probably a support area. Now this is tightening up, so I would probably move this up here like that. If it got through, again, if it started to move down into here, into this higher volume node, I would be interested in it. But look, I mean, it's just pushing back up. I mean, this thing sucks. First Million, tell me more. What's a good prop firm? Tell me which prop firm it is. I have no, I don't own Apex, but I don't own Apex, but what's another good prop firm? Which one do you think has the best deal? I would like to know. anyone do smooth like butter, but data is 110 a month. I have no idea what that is. Is that like a prop firm? Good price. I don't know if you can. What? I think Apex is a good price, and it's super easy rules. My only thing with Apex, my complaint about Apex is the payout rules. My thing with Apex is the payout rules. How you got to wait. Your limit. You're capped. Each for the first like 3 or 4 months, you're capped to like $1,500 max that you can withdraw. That's my biggest complaint with Apex, and the $85 a month you got to pay for data, which is BS. Those are my two complaints about Apex. But the rules on Apex are super easy, way easier than the other ones, in my opinion. And the cost, if you use that 50% coupon below, you can do one of these 25K for like $75. Less than that, $70, $72 or something like that. I mean, you can't get much cheaper than that. Yeah, the other ones I'll go out there and match stuff. So I don't know. First million, we're gonna have to disagree on that. God, there's so many of these coming out now. So many of these prop firms. This thing's breaking higher. I don't know what this thing is doing. There's so many of these online prop firms coming out now. Big area of liquidity up here, 11,900. Psych level. Psych. Also the top of the band. This is a level we drew out in pre-market. Hello. 11,920 we drew out. This is a big LVN on the weekly. Remember, we said that this was probably its last area of resistance. If it could make it up that way. Surprising that it did. Little guy must be tuckered out. Let's give this thing a like, guys. I would love to get over 50 likes on this thing. I would love to get 50 likes over on the live stream today. I can have a nice weekend knowing that I begged adequately for my likes. Got any value of this? Completely free. Helps me, encourages me to get out of bed, come over here. I'm actually out of bed a long time before this, but get over here, fire up all this equipment, all this stuff. Fallen. Sad to say, but I blew the evaluation on Take Profit Trader. I hit my daily loss limit on it, and I blew it. I don't really like the daily loss limits. It's not, well, it was just bad trading. I scaled into a bad position, and took me out. I knew I was right. I remember the trade like it was yesterday. It was a short position. I knew price was moving down. I shorted it as I thought it was about ready to pop. I moved my stop to catastrophic. Actually, I didn't move my stop. Well, I guess it would have been catastrophic. I moved my stop up to where I thought its last level of resistance would be. I began scaling in, quote unquote, scaling in, or quote unquote, adding to a loser, averaging down, which is always a bad idea. And before I knew it, I hit my daily loss limit by adding to the loser. It was a lesson learned. So now we're coming up to the last level of resistance. We can see it here. See what it wants to do up here. See how it's rolling over right at our blue box. Beautiful blue box. Absolutely. You can be right and lose money. I think that I did it on the live stream. I blew it on the live stream. I think you can go back. I don't know what day it was. I can't remember. It was a couple weeks ago, last week. Oh, it was the Friday before Labor Day. And I remember I was going to reset it or do it again with Take Profit, because I think Take Profit's got a pretty good a pretty good deal going on there. They looked legit. I saw some interview with guys who were opened it. I mean, it's like all the other ones. They have a little bit different rules. The one thing that really drew me into them is that they don't have all these stupid payout rules. You can just pay. You can withdraw anytime over your minimum account balance, and they also have a reset thing on their funded accounts. So if you fail your funded account, you can reset it. But somebody did point out that the reset fee on it's quite high. They said it was up to $700 on a reset fee. I'm assuming that's on like their highest account level, like their 250K one. I don't know what it was, to be honest with you, on the 50K one, which is one that I was doing. So I'm sure it's lower than that. So yeah, I would check them out. There's a coupon code below. You get 40% off. If you use that 40% off coupon, you save yourself some money. You also help support the channel. I get a little bit, like $3 back on that. So every little bit helps. I always say that I've got 2 small kids. They eat a lot. They got to go to college someday, apparently. So every little bit helps. So 650 to reset it. Yeah, I don't know, man. That does seem quite expensive. I guess it's up to you. If it's worth your time to reset $750. Um, I guess it's your decision if you want to do that or not. Yeah. Yeah, that hibernation thing. You can see how we're coming right up to our beautiful blue box. I bet we're going to get a nice bearish candle here in the 5-minute. You can try to pick the top of this thing if you want. Picking the top's kind of like trying to catch a falling knife, but I suspect we're probably going to roll here. I've said that 3 times, I think, on this live stream. We haven't done it yet. Key area down here at 11,836, I would say, the support level. Think that if it wants to fall through all of this support, it's got support back into this trend line. Back into this trend line support. This uptrend line is support. VWAP is support. 20 SMA on the 5-minute is support. If you can get through all that, plus get through this touch at 11,836, then I think you might see that rotation down. But right now, it's still up in bull land. Yeah, design knob. I was saying that same thing. Like if you're gonna, do $700 on a reset, you might as well dump that thing into a funded account. Add like $300, dump it into a funded account, and trade micros on it. If that's your thing. But if you wanna, take a little shortcut and be able to trade and size up and trade. Although you're only gonna be trading one mini on it, max on a 50K or 25K. You got to remember, they're not really 25K and 50K. We can just look at cumulative delta down here, how it's dropping. I feel like that that resistance level has been confirmed. Come on, man. Are you going? Bruh, come on. There we go. I can't remember what I was gonna say. To be honest with you. Oh, you gotta remember they're not really 25K, 50K accounts. I mean, you gotta just take whatever the drawdown is as your actual account size. So if you did a 25K one, your account size $1,500. If you did a $50,000 one, your account size $2,500, and you got to trade it like that. So I think you could probably be a little bit more aggressive with it because it's not, your real capital. I mean, the biggest thing for me with these isn't the money that you're putting into it to do it. It's the time that's involved. It's the time that you're putting into it. So like when I lost that take profit one that I did right before Labor Day, it wasn't that big of a deal because I think I blew it on like day 3 of the evaluation or something like that. So it's like 3 days. It's not that big of a deal. But if you've been doing it for like a month or 2 months or 3 months and then you blow it, that's a big deal. That's 3 months of work. That's a big deal to me. The time for me is the biggest thing. So that's why I tell people, and I get roasted for this all the time whenever I say it, so I'm going to say it. I'm going to cautiously say this. Hit the evaluations hard within the first week. Just hit it hard. If you blow it, you reset it. But you don't want to spend months after it only to blow it. I mean, that's just psychologically devastating. And then once you get the funded account, I would say size. And then once you get the funded account, trade it like it's a little baby, gentle. Take it easy on it. Trade it like it's a $1,500 or a $3,000 account or something like that, and do your risk at no more than 5% a trade. So that's going to require micros most of the time. Beautiful blue boxes holding. Looks like we're about ready to roll on this thing. I need to get through VWAP. Soccernatic, I would agree. They're just trying to keep you in the game longer because they know most people will lose it within that 4 months. Yeah, I mean, in a way, you got to look at it like it's, take it for, look, and I know I'm gonna get roasted on this too, but doing these evaluations is a little bit more like gambling than I would say if you were trading like like you're trading your real account or you're trading like a stock account or long-term investing. It's a little more like a casino, the evaluations, these prop firm companies. I mean, you trade them with more risk. It's more calculated risk, but yeah, it is more risk. I mean, what I would do is really pick and choose your setups. Like for Apex, I think you've got to trade like 20 days in the first month in order to take a withdrawal on it. I mean, they're forcing you to trade because they know it's risky. So I would be trading micros. I'd be trading micros on it until you saw like an A plus plus setup that you're like, shit, this is it. And then hit it hard on that one trade. Um, you know, So, it's just the reality of it. A lot of people are like, no, you need to trade it like it's a real account. Yes, to a certain extent, I do agree with that. And to another extent, um, futures trading is risky. Take some risk on it. Don't, I wouldn't say drop 25K of your own money into the account, but if you spend $75 and then plus $85 on it, take some risk on it. Go big. Don't smoke me for that. But you can trade however you like to. This little wedge up here. That's not really a wedge because we're moving lower. See what the support level wants to do. Again, this is a big area of confluence for me right here. We also have VWAP coming in, so I needed to get through this, and then I think I needed to get through this touch over here at 30, and then I would probably be looking for a short entry. Oh, man. Parashiv. I don't know what to say to that comment. Trading the Asian session. Asian session is so painfully low. Anybody here who's ever tried to trade the overnight session knows the pain of trading it. It's like you get in, there's no momentum, it reverses on you, goes up, and you're just sitting there waiting for hours for it to do something. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. I don't wish that on whoever Patrick is. He's not my enemy. I don't know. That's not true. I think I do know who he is. He's another one of these YouTube traders, but I think I've seen I've seen something of his, but I didn't think he traded futures. I thought he did like crypto and stocks. I think there's a small community of these live streaming futures traders, which is growing. I mean, I think Trades by Matt was the first one doing it, right? I could be wrong on that. I don't know. but more and more folks are doing it. It's hard to live stream and trade. It's super difficult. I just started it because this channel started by I started posting my trade. It was like a trade journal. I didn't tell anybody about the channel. Nobody did no marketing. I literally just started this like inspired to pop down. I just put my videos up of my trade recordings as well. One as like a trade journal for myself to like see my trades. Have you guys ever watched like somebody like trading videos after a YouTube trading video? Sorry, I'm watching this. I'm getting a little excited here. This move down. And you're watching, like, man, that's obviously a short. I mean, that's obviously a short. Oh, you should obviously be closing out. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? So I started taking videos of myself trading, of my trades, and then I would watch them afterwards and be like, God, so stupid. You should, be closing out there. Why are you moving your stop? Da, da, da. Just critiquing myself. And then I was like, well, let's just put these bad boys up on YouTube and see what happens. I didn't tell anybody. And I think the first video got like 6 views or something like that. And then I remember when I got my first subscriber. First of all, it takes some balls to be the first one to subscribe to a channel. I don't know why. It's like you're going to a party and nobody's there. And I remember my first subscriber, and then I got like 2 subscribers, and then I got like 6 subscribers, and then then I remember like checking it every day to see if I got a new subscriber, and it was such a weird feeling when you got a subscriber. It was like, this is weird. I don't know. It was just like, oh, who's in my house now? Do I know I need to say hello or whatever? Anyways, people then started asking me questions and stuff, or being like supportive because, to be fair, I wasn't that great of I was an okay trader. I'm better now, but I was still making a lot of mistakes. So people were offering like constructive criticism, which was great, and also kind of asking kind of about the volume profile, trade setups, all that stuff. And then I think at like when I had 30 subscribers, I think somebody suggested that, we do like a live stream so we could all just get in there and like talk together, chat. And I think my first live stream, I had like 2 dudes in there. And Cesaric was one of the first guys, I think, on the channel to come to start watching stuff. All right, now we're moving down to that 36 level that I was interested in. I want to see how this 5-minute closes. I hope it doesn't drop without me. And then it just kind of snowballed from there. And then we just started live streaming. And I stopped live streaming for a little bit because it was really difficult. And I blew up a couple accounts on live stream. I blew up one for sure on the live stream. And I got like a flood of messages of like telling me what I was doing wrong and how I needed to do this. I needed to change, don't trade the Nasdaq, don't do this, trade a different session, go over here, do that, jump up, trade upside down, trade with an orange shirt on, all this stuff, all this advice from people. People would send me these long emails of like life advice. And I was like, Jesus Christ, relax. I think this thing's going to drop. Your chart setup, do a range chart, do a Renko chart, you're trading with too much stuff. Only use this chart, add this chart, do that. I'm waiting for see how this 5-minute closes. And yeah, so anyways, and then I just started posting more trade review videos, and then we started doing more consistent live streams like earlier in the year, and it got really popular. I was getting like 100 folks in here. And then I went on vacation, and gosh darn it, I went on vacation for like 2 weeks. That looks pretty bearish. I went on vacation for 2 weeks, and wouldn't you know it, I lost a whole bunch of subscribers, and not subscribers, live stream folks. And so ever since then, we've kind of been building it back a little bit. And so it's great to see everybody in here. But yeah, I haven't told anybody about this channel. If you see anybody on this channel, none of them are friends of mine. I've never once gotten somebody to come on here and watch it. I'm looking maybe for a short setup here, this little pullback, anticipating the drop. My spidey sense told me that wasn't the best, but I'm going to take it. Spidey sense. Oh, look, we passed another eval. Good. Yeah, so it's just totally organic. Like, it's just building up. And I don't have anything to sell. I don't know what's actually going to come of this. Oh, we are friends. You guys are all my friends. You guys know you're my friends. totally organic. Didn't quite know it was going to come out of the channel. So yeah, the live streaming thing was really just a byproduct of posting journals and people wanting to get on here and like chat about stuff. And yeah, man, Cybernetic, absolutely, man. It's awesome that like I see people on here like Nico. Like I've talked to Nico on the phone before. We used to have lots of conversations and lots of folks, it feels like people are emailing me. Tom is always emailing me about questions and stuff. I know about his family. And it's cool, man. Cool. It's cool to get a community. Trading can be isolating, drive you a little crazy. And so I appreciate you guys letting me get on here and be a little crazy sometimes. Sometimes my mind kind of uh, drifts. I go a little nutso. It's like talking about Hanson, how I want to do a VWAP cover song of Hanson's Bop. You've got bear spray tarot. Where do you live? I'm terrified of bears actually in real life. I always want to go to like Smoky Mountains or something, but I'm convinced myself I will be attacked by a bear. Nico's mom is good looking. I don't know what that means. How do you know Nico's mom? You guys like buddies? Nico's on here right now. Nico usually works during the live streams. He jumps on here every once in a while. He's probably fuming right now, typing up a lengthy rebuttal to that. Let's leave Nico's mom out of this. I think we need to change the conversation. No mom talk here, guys. Nice job, George. So we just passed this other 25K evaluation. I'll probably keep trading this one though, to be honest with you, because I'm not going to sign up for another one, and I don't really want 3. So it's like children. It's like I've already got 2. I don't really want a 3rd. I would give it away. I talked about this yesterday. I wish I could like, give it away like in a drawing or something on the channel. I would say a possible when their short setup is coming in at 68, the touch of this trend line plus a 20 SMA, or short 47 as this thing looks like it wants to roll over. Massive liquidity sitting at 65. Massive liquidity sitting at 65. You can see that up on the bookmappy. Bookmap folks never got back to me about doing a Q&A, which is funny because they were bugging me about doing it for like a week. And I was like, cool, let's do it. And I never heard back. Maybe it took them too long to get back to them. I'm bad at email or something. Yeah, we're getting that little bit of a roll there. Bear structure might start forming. Might see some short setups. think it's going to start moving down a little bit here, bud. Bud. I called you Bud. I'm sorry. Oh, I was thinking about kids. That's how I talk to my kids. Bud. Buddy, here's some bad news. I think we're going to break 26, 25, and we're going to get this drop. Well, that's good. That's a good rule. We can see the selling volume just coming through on Bookmap. I am cautious of just taking a short at 24. The Nasdaq will sometimes come down here, poke through this, whip back up, come back down. So I don't think it's a particularly good idea to short the very bottom of this. But it may just fall down here. We see Delta dropping down through that level. You probably want to get out at 07. You probably got about 10 points on it if you were interested in taking that. I don't think I'm going to take it, though. I think I've bought my lunch for today. I appreciate the coffee. Appreciate the coffee. It was Kyle. Kyle gave us the coffee this morning. I appreciate that, sir. I may go get myself a frappuccino or a blended ice drink. Man, I tell you what, guys. I don't promote a lot of products on here. There are some affiliate links down there below. All those products I use. I recommend all those if you're interested in any of them. But have you guys ever had Dutch Bros coffee? Holy smokes. I wish we don't have a Dutch Bros in the city where I live, but there's a Dutch Bros in Kansas City. And we go, I've got soccer. I coach soccer, my boys' soccer teams. My boys' soccer teams. And Jesus, that was hard to get out. And we go to this Dutch Bros coffee that's there, like in between games. Oh, so good. So good. Wish I had Dutch Bros. I'm gonna have to settle for Scooters coffee, or Starbucks. Scooters is like Dairy Queen coffee. Scooters is like super sugar. I mean, holy smokes. 28,000 calories. A pound of sugar dropped in there. Still pretty good though. But yeah, Dutch Bros is where we're at. I don't know if Dutch Bros is just really good because it's like a destination at this point. It's like, oh, we're going to Kansas City. Let's get Dutch Bros. Or it's actually that good. I can't tell. Tim Hortons. Boy, when I lived in the Philippines, we had Tim Hortons there, and that is some good stuff as well. Canadians love their Tim Hortons. You do not. If you wanna insult a Canadian, you just talk shit about Tim Hortons. Here's that drop. You just talk some shit about Tim Hortons. They will defend that with their life, with their firstborn child. They will throw their firstborn child in your face if you say something about Tim Hortons. Jollibees, yeah, Jollibees. Jollibees is horrible. I'm really sorry. Jollibees is the absolute worst. Jollibee, Filipinos like Jollibee like they like and maybe I didn't get the right thing at Jollibee. I shouldn't talk about Jollibee because I know it's a sensitive subject, but I went to Jollibee a couple times and maybe I got the wrong thing. But man, those burgers are wow. I don't know where they get this burger meat from. It's I don't know what it is, but it is not very bueno. No bueno. I think you're supposed to get like spaghetti and fried chicken at Jollibee. Yeah, spaghetti. That's right, spaghetti and hot dogs. That's right. I lived in Manila, in Makati, Salcedo Village. If you know anything about Makati. Right by Salcedo Park. Right across the street from Salcedo Park. Yeah, man. Any Filipinos on here? I'm sorry. I love the country. I love the Filipinos. I love the Filipino people. But holy smokes, I can't eat Jollibee. What's up, Lee? Thanks, man. Yeah, if you guys haven't hit that like yet, hit that like. Hit that like button. We got some technical analysis going on in the 1 minute. Bearish structure. We're looking probably for it to come down to 09, 800 maybe. It'll probably want to push down here. And that 1 minute, that looks like a short. Maybe I should take this short. I don't think I want to go into the weekend though on a red day. Your stop would have to be up here at 38. I would short it if I had bigger kahunas right now, but I'm good with going in the weekend with 334. Passing another evaluation. We got 3 this week. We bought a bunch on the Apex Trader sale. And we'll just go into the weekend with that. I don't want to go on the weekend on red, but yeah, this thing's coming down. Here it comes. Here it comes, boys. It's doing the same thing it did yesterday. Just trading the break of that bullish structure to the downside. No, I don't, Lee. I don't. I think that's dangerous. If you set yourself like a daily goal of like what you want to make, I think that's a dangerous position to get in because you're just going to be chasing that all day. And you're not going to make it every day, right? You're not going to make it every day. I think you need to trade what the chart gives you and make sure you put your stops. If you're jumping a short right here, I put your stop at 22, possibly at 37. 22 would be the safer bet as a stop on this. Or 40. 40 would be your absolute max stop over here on the 1 minute. So that's a 25 point stop. Your take profit's probably down 800. It's only 15-point gain. So I don't think there's much on that. I don't think that's a good trade setup unless you're willing to put your stop at 22. Very nice. Very nice. It's Dave. Your girlfriend's Filipino. Filipinos are a lot of fun. Ooh, look how point of control came in right there. I don't mean that in a weird way. I mean that like they're very like super happy. Everybody's super happy. Party people. They're always looking for a reason to party. Have a party. Holy smokes. Discord's blowing up. Jump over on Discord if you haven't been there. Very, very good conversation. Let's see if I can pop this over on the live stream. Not on Discord. You can come over to the September 16th channel. We got some combos going. Yesterday on the 15th, we had a ton of chart setups, different levels being called out. I was posting some stuff over here. You can see trades that I was taking. This was 1 o'clock my time, so some stuff sets up in the afternoon. Other guys are posting stuff. People are posting questions, sharing indicators, all sorts of good stuff going over there. Completely free. I'd suggest it. We did have a scallion coming over there yesterday. He used my profile picture and our YouTube channel's logo and started contacting people acting like they were me. What the heck, yo? What the heck? That's not cool. Can't do that. He is a dirty dog. I sent him a message. I was like, "Who are you?" I sent him a very stern message. I was like, "Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you copying my stuff?" Man. He didn't reply, of course. He didn't reply. Scaredy cat. I was ready to really send him some stern words. Pounding on my keyboard. Sorry if that P was too pronounced there. Pounding on my keyboard at him. And with everything I got, my fingers were firing off at him. Keyboard. I was really upset about it. He copied everything, I know. And he used the same name and everything. Well, what's the best form of flattery? How's that saying go? Basically, copying is the nicest form of flattery. Although I wasn't too flattered with it. 10:06, guys. Remember, Europe closes at 10:30. We're now out of that trend line. You need to be closing out if you're short. You need to be taking your loss here. Lots of buying coming through on that. This thing's going all over the place. I'm not touching it anymore. I would suggest sitting on your hands. There might be a setup coming in after lunch. It ain't now, though. Trading, morning session's done. Morning session is done. I would suggest popping over to the Discord after this. If I take any more trades, I will be imitation. That's what it is. Imitationally, thank you. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. You're absolutely right. Except when they're trying to make money off of you. That's not fun. It's copyright infringement. Copyright. I'm going to let my lawyers know. My lawyers will be notified. My lawyer, my cousin who's a lawyer. Everybody's got a cousin who's a lawyer. I'll be sitting on my hands until after lunch. If I decide to take any more trades, I will post it. I'll post the setup over on Discord. I was doing that yesterday. Also had some guys posting over there. Yes. Yep. Cousin Vinny, that's right. Even though we passed this account, I'll keep trading it. I'm not going to buy another valuation. And yeah, I guess I could switch to my cash account. I don't know. Maybe I'll switch to my cash account. Who knows? But I think my brain is perfectly toasted. Feeling a little dizzy. Too much coffee. I need to go for a walk. Get some sunshine. Get some vitamin D. It's a beautiful day here in Missouri. Hope it's a beautiful day where you guys are. Don't forget to get off the screens. Go enjoy some life. We trade so that we can get off and go do other things. Enjoy our friends. Enjoy our family. Go for a hike. Enjoy the rest of the day. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks so much for joining. If you want to smash that like button one more time before I jump off this thing, I'd really appreciate it. Encourages me to get back and do this on Monday morning, which I will be back on Monday morning. It's 8:10 a.m. Central Time. Take a bear walk. Maybe go attack some unwilling hikers. Jump out of the bushes with a bear. They'll think I'm crazy. Like, who is this crazy guy? I tell them I'm a bear. I'm like, I'm a bear. That's who I am. It's like actors who, when they are done with the scene, but they still stay in character. I've got 3 of these ACFNCP4. If you guys, I don't know, guess no more likes, huh? It's cool. It's cool. I'll take the 64. I always try to get at least 50 likes. If I used to get 100 likes before I took my 10-day vacation, or my 2-week vacation. Such is life. Good job to you guys. Enjoy it. Enjoy the sunshine. Get out there. Now it looks like it's going to roll again. I hate it when it does shit like this. When it's like it breaks this trend line. You're out because this looks bullish. Like it's going to pop and then it rolls over again. It's very difficult. It's very frustrating as a trader when it's given these false moves. You know, it's not even so much that you would take a long on it. It's more so that you would have gotten stopped out on it only for price then to come back down to where you thought it would go at 800. It's just tough. It's just tough. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, I'm jumping off this. If I take any more trades, I'll do it over on Discord. So again, jump over on Discord. Here's everything going on. Yeah. Got about 150 folks over on Discord. I'd love to get that number up. Get some more folks. Get some more chat. Look at all that liquidity sitting over on Bookmap. All right, guys, that's it for reals. I'm jumping off. I gotta go. I'm getting antsy. Gotta go for a walk before I get in trouble. All right, guys, take it easy. See you back on Monday.